Hey everyone and welcome to my channel. I hope that you are all good. So in today's video I'm showing you guys how I created this watercolor dreamcatcher design using some Sharpies and stamping. So I'm already got my base done. If you want to see how I created this build it in a bottle base, and then check out my previous video and I show you exactly how I applied my builder gel and shaped the nails. So today's video is all about the design. So I'm coming in first of all with French White from Kiki London, and I'm just applying a really thin first coat of this, and I'll apply this to all four of the nails. I only recorded doing it on two just because I'm simply applying some gel polish. It's nothing too fancy, but I'm just making sure that I get that right up close to the cuticle area and then just covering the entire nail. I don't worry about capping the free edge on the first coat. I come in and do that on the second coat. So once I've applied this to all four nails, I'll pop them in my LED lamp to cure for 60 seconds. And then we're going to come in and apply the second coat. So again, I just showed doing it on two nails. So I apply the second coat pretty much exactly the same as that first coat, a nice thin layer, using the brush to get right up close to that cuticle area. I'm trying to show you guys, but I just sort of let the brush fan out and do a lot of the work. If you are struggling to get a neat cuticle area though, you can come in with a fine detailer brush. I find that easy sometimes as well when I was first starting out with gel polish. So as you can see, I'm just really wriggling that brush up towards the cuticle area. If you do get any on the skin or the cuticle with gel polish, then just wipe it off with some alcohol before curing. And then here as well, you can see on that second coat is where I just come in and lightly cap the free edge with the gel polish. Then off camera, I did the last two nails and popped them into cure for 60 seconds. And I'm then going to come over the top with the Kiki London No Wipe Matte Top Coat. So I'm just going to apply a nice even layer of this to all of the nails. Again, keeping it thin because you don't want to end up with a bulky nail. So I'm just applying a nice even layer. And this is just because I find the Sharpies marble better over a matte surface. So I'm just popping that down, and then I'll pop these in to cure for 60 seconds as well. And then once that's cured, we can move on to the fun part of the design. Now, I absolutely love Sharpies Vanilla. I have got my eye on a couple of different nail art inks, but to be honest, when working on my Glamerliz, the Sharpies are doing a fab job. So these are the three colours that I chose to use. Now, I have seen this sort of design. I think it was Petite Nails I see do something similar with some nail art inks with similar colours, and I really loved the colours. I thought they just went beautifully together. So that was where I got the inspo for these colours. So as you can see, I just wriggled some colour down onto the nail, just drew some wriggly lines, and then I'm using some alcohol and an old nail art brush just to disperse the colour. So I just sort of drop it on to begin with and then clean my brush, and then here I'm just coming in. Each time you see me go out of shot with a brush, I'm just grabbing a little bit more alcohol. You don't want loads on there. And then I'm just dispersing the ink. And yeah, you can just kind of play around with it and have fun with it and create different effects. The more alcohol you apply, the more the lines and the colours will disperse. But then you can come in with more ink if you want to. So I just placed the inks down, or the colours, sorry, down in different places on each nail just to vary it up a little bit. So as you see, I just dropped on the alcohol and letting it do its thing to start with, and then I just start playing around with it. The more you move it around, the more it will disperse. And then yeah, I just think it gives off such a cool effect. Now here I felt like I dispersed it a little bit too much. So I applied a little bit too much of the alcohol to the yellow and it just overrun the colours. So I just come in with a little bit more of that teal colour and just sort of didn't add any more alcohol. I just used my wet brush and then some more of the blue. And then, like I said, you can create different effects depending on the amount of alcohol you add. If you want more sort of not so watercolory, just use your wet brush rather than dabbing on actual drips of alcohol. So I'm going to come in again and do exactly the same on the ring finger. I didn't show you guys it on the little finger because again, it was just exactly the same. But again, just popping those colours down and dispersing it with the alcohol. I just love watching this. I find it so satisfying to watch all the colours just blend out. And what I love again is with working with Sharpies, there's so many different colours. Again, same with alcohol inks, that you can really create some cool effects. And I love it over a white base as well. So once I have finished doing all of the Sharpie art, I do allow that just a few minutes to dry, just to make sure all that alcohol is fully, you know, evaporated, and then when you top coat it's not going to run. So this is what the nails looked like once I had allowed that to dry. I'm then going to top coat the nails with the Kiki London Glossy Top Coat. So I'm just top coating them here to protect that alcohol ink from the stamping, because obviously if you make any mistakes with the stamping and need to wipe it off, having this layer of top coat there will save you wiping off your alcohol ink as well. So I'm just putting down a thin layer and then I'll cure that for 60 seconds. And then I'm going to be using this stamping plate from Born Pretty. So this is called BPL100, but as you can see, it's a beautiful Dreamcatcher plate. I love this plate. It's just amazing. I love Dreamcatchers and the whole vibe around them. So this is definitely one of my favorite stamping plates. And I've just sort of picked up different parts of different Dreamcatchers off of that plate and placed them down onto the nails. And yeah, I was really pleased with how well it went with the colours. So you can kind of see here how I do my stamping, but in previous stamping videos I do have some up on my channel where there's some tips and tricks and I talk you through how I do my stamping. I really loved as well how these dream catchers looked over the blue, green and yellows. I thought it just looked really pretty. However, I am also feeling doing a set similar to this on myself, maybe with some pink or purple tones instead. Let me know what colour you guys would recommend or you'd like to see if I do a video on it. So once I've finished applying all my stamping, I usually again give it a couple of minutes just to make sure all that polish is fully dried, and I'm then going to come in and top coat the nails. So I'm top coating again with the Kiki London Glossy Top Coat. So I'm just going to apply a nice even layer of this to all of the nails. Now if I was doing this set on myself, or if you was doing it on a client, because of the stamping I would recommend double top coating just to make sure that it lasts the duration of the set. But because I'm working on my Glamerliz hand, I just done the one layer of top coat. So once I've applied that, I'll pop them into cure for 60 seconds, and then that, guys, is the end of the video. I absolutely loved this design. As you could see, it was so simple to do, but I think it looks absolutely beautiful and it's really eye-catching. So if you did enjoy the video, please leave it a thumbs up or let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love it if you hit subscribe. I shall see you all again in the next video. Take care and lots of love. Bye bye.